that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Lions nothing.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Big people on the great building.
First and 10.
Right here.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Helping out the receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
At the 31-yard line.
You want to do the with? All right, man.
Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
A
shotgun snap for Stafford.
It
is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. Deep for Galladay. Sean Murphy bends it. These guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but I felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Detroit Lions.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Oh, I see where this time came from. It came from North 13. That was from the right side.
From the 39, Brady.
They just fell on. I went outside and looked.
It's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Makes the score.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, they know tough.
The Detroit
Look
offense
at
ready
this
to begin their drive.
right here,
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 30.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's Steelers running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Where you going?
Here's Stafford.
Escaping
the pressure right. Going deep here for the win.
Big boot on the red building right here.
Take this all the way across the 40-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
We need ammo.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, bam. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Yeah, that's the same place he's been in.
From the 40 now on second down. Brady hits his target. Left side, Watson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 26. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Like, I bet he put that shit in the chat.
They'll run on first down. Jones. He'll get a nice jump there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gap.
I watch it. My man just said waiting to get, or trying to get Yannick from the Jags.
Like in real life.
What you gonna say, Key?
You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
Let's do it out ping
at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Stafford for the 17 is intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this is the holiday season because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
He's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
At the 45-yard line.
From From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
They got him in the helicopter.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brought him down. It's a gain of 2 yards.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
What?
Operating from the gun, Brady.
Yeah, who's playing card?
Throw there, it's intercepted.
Who playing
Picked
golf?
off around the 27, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. It's a terrific return. He's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
Versatility and showing those hands. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop him. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Oh, we got it. It didn't tell me to deploy my parachute.
Of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Can't go through it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
The other was
strong gain on the
you only
last
had like
2 plays.
200, but you been sniping the same dude for the last 10 minutes.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
You've been sniping the same dude for the last 10 minutes, Keith.
From midfield, here's Brady.
Where?
Caught by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Oh, I'm looking at this dude over here.
Down, Tampa Bay.
On 1st down, Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Oh, he's looking dead.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The line to gain here is the 37.
That's what I get right there. That's what I get.
Now Brady again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Big right here. Ooh.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
And them boys got a big.
They do go for it. It's Brady going up top for Miller. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They give to him back at the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once,
right on top
but you figure you're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
27 on the play. And a Buccaneers 1st down.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game.
Oh, yeah,
So we'll
right
send
here,
you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
You got to push the load out for you.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards.
You don't want your
now we
load
get
out
into
of
the
this?
psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
I pinged him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go again to Jones.
There's a flag.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Man, what
They'll
damage,
get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st
Stop
down.
lying.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell
who went to the
gulag?
gulag?
Passing touchdowns, but guess
Who
what?
went to the gulag?
The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right
Who
there.
went to the gulag?
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Letting one go deep here for That's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion.
It's a waste of
that could have
time.
been an interception.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Brady's throw there complete, and he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
16 yards.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They're really locked in on offense.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on the...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. And the catch made by Johnson. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. Nobody's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in the game.
Know where we're going.
Right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator,
I'm not no matter what, I don't care how many people there.
My guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier. The tackle by Jelani Tabai.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete.
I'm pushing over
the coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Late.
They'll go for it. It's Brady.
Oh, they put it up on you, Keith.
He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Hey, dude, live thing right here, live thing.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40.
He ran around the building. He ran around the building. Yeah.
From the
Come here, Jay, give me that bread. I'm about to buy some load of that.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's able to bring
Get this Kevin. Get this Kevin.
Midfield to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, give me some bread.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
I didn't know you had bought some already.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now they're indeed going to go for it on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. This one is going to wind up incomplete.
They gave it to you.
It's turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back.
Hey, what's up with old Buddy in there?
Now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's got to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
49-yard line.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Ain't nobody over here.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
They shooting at me, southwest.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Lions 7.
Down, he down.
With the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Over here. Nah, right here. Do it over there.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been
what did you do over here?
They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Oh, he's going to pick his punt up.
Incomplete pass. Here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
There we go. He's going to pick his punt up that I had. Oh, come on, they only got me one.
To throw again.
We got to go, yeah.
Somebody
buy ammo.
They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just
we got to go together.
He ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford, he gets this one to Johnson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 3.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch and tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
That is caught inside the 5. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
At the 4-yard line.
Stafford looks to throw again. Flushed out right. And here's another interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10.
I heard somebody shooting. Is that y'all?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
Word.
What a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball, and things
right
are
here.
working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
It's a critical.
Oh, no. Oh, bad. Who's this?